Yes, sir, Ski. We good. We in effect. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you. And I am the best reporting on the Eagles. That way, the only way. I got mixed emotions about the news we're gonna talk about today. I'm gonna let the chat brew. I'm gonna let it marinate. We're gonna get on up in here. You know what I mean? What y'all think about a lot of the NFC action from week one? Y'all know what I think about it, man. I'm not really impressed. I'm not really nervous, especially when the Philadelphia Eagles are out here trying to make moves like this. Ron P, what up? Let's let the chat brew real quick. Let's let it marinate. Lunchtime with the bullies. Lunchtime with the bullies. Let this John marinate. King Diego, what's going on, Brody? What's going on? Shiz, what's up? I wasn't impressed either. I wasn't impressed. It's real light. The NFC looked real light to me. Snuff, what up? Herb T. Ooh, he just had a bad we got bro, huh? He just as bad as what we got. Mike Hinton. I don't think you're looking at it right. 195 people in the chat. LB, do you predict Adoree getting broiled on Thursday night? I think Adoree about to get cut. I think Adoree about to get cut. I think Adoree Jackson about to get cut. Chef Cooks, what's up? 245 in the building. That's enough. Let's get started. Maverick, what's up? We can just get Gilmore stuff. I don't know why we just won't sign Gilmore, bro. But Mike Hilton, I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this. Mike Hilton was the top rated tackler from the slot position last year. Mike Hilton is a slot cornerback that tackles like a linebacker. Unique Cross, what's up? I'm not mad that the Eagles working out Mike Hinton. Hinton, I gotta learn his name. He don't play for me. He ain't my cousin. I know him very well though. His days in Pittsburgh. Then he's had the same kind of success over there in Cincinnati last year. Mike Hilton. Mike Hilton, veteran slot corner, played like almost 90% of his snaps in the slot. Amazing tackler from the slot. He diagnoses. He gets he gets running backs on the ground. He gets wide receivers on the ground. This is a guy that fits into our scheme like a glove. D-Lo, what's up? 315 people in the building. Mike Hilton fits into our scheme like a glove. I like this one. I like this one a lot. I don't think he's signed. I think we just worked him out. But I can't imagine us working him out and not signing him. If we do sign Mike Hilton, which I hope we do, then that means Cooper DeJean moves to the outside, which I don't really, really like. But as talented as Cooper DeJean is, as much as I'm against him moving to the outside, it don't hurt to see what it looked like. It don't hurt to see what it looked like. I think my reasoning for not wanting Cooper DeJean to go to the outside is, my boy I'm known for butchering names, Diego. You already know. My reasoning for not wanting Cooper DeJean to go to the outside is because I want to protect Cooper DeJean. I don't ever want Cooper DeJean to be on the highlight getting burned. I don't ever want that for Cooper DeJean. But inevitably, it happens when you playing on the outside in the NFL. Somebody gonna get you one day. Somebody gonna get you one day. I'm fine with Cooper DeJean moving to the outside if we gonna go get Mike Hilton. I'm fine with it. I would have been fine with getting Stefon Gilmore and keeping what's the name where we at today, but I'm fine with it. When I think about it, the more and more I think about it, I'm okay with it. Mike Hilton makes you a tougher football team. From a tackling perspective, a veteran presence in the cornerback room, we need all of that, bro. And this is the point. This the thing that a lot of people don't understand. The Eagles got the best linebacking duo in the National Football League in Zach Bond and Jahad Campbell. That's the best duo in the National Football League. From a tackling and a covering standpoint, Jahad Campbell was still raw in a few areas, but them boys could cover. They could cover. Them tight ends really not going to eat against the Philadelphia Eagles with them two guys out there and within the way that they understand in the scheme. I'm fine with Cooper DeJean going to the outside. I'm fine. Would you try Makuba at corner and bring Epson at safety? Makuba don't play corner. You know what I mean? But Adoree Jackson got to go. Adoree Jackson gave up 100 yards last week. Granted, it was week 1. It's so many different things I would do. It's so many different ways I would approach this if I'm Howie Roseman. But I'm not mad that he's looking at it from this angle, from this lens. I'm not mad that Howie Roseman is looking at it from this lens. Because technically, you could give Adoree Jackson another shot because the Chiefs are having a depleted wide receiver group. If Adoree Jackson can't get his act right against a wide receiver room where Hollywood Brown is your best guy, then we can really assess. But I like the fact that we're not trying to wait and see. We're not trying to wait and see. So what was the point of signing Bennett? You still need depth. You still need depth. If you could have, who would you rather have Bennett behind as a depth piece? You rather have Bennett behind Cooper DeJean? Cooper DeJean and Adoree? See, Bennett backs up 2 people. Y'all forgetting that. Bennett backs up 2 people. There will be reps where you will see Jaquarian Bennett and Quinyon Mitchell on the outside. There will be reps where you can see Jaquarian Bennett and Cooper DeJean on the outside. Bennett backs up 2 people. He backs up 2 people, bro, if Cooper DeJean is going in any situation. So you need a solid depth guy that's going to play both sides of the field, back up 2 people. We saw in preseason, he lined up a lot on Quinyon Mitchell's side. And in week 1, he lined a lot on the opposite side, playing in tandem with Quinyon Mitchell. I thought Bennett played well. Bennett's spot is solidified. Adoree Jackson, it might be looking real rocky for him. So I'm all on board with this. I'm all on board with Howie Roseman's mindset. I'm cool with it. We don't have slot depth neither, bro. I think we overreacting too soon. Coop staying in the slot. Bennett starting next game. Watch. I think we are overreacting. I think we are. I don't think we overreacting. We try and repeat. But Mike Hilton, that's you need to go get him. He was great last year. Yeah, he was on a bad Bengals defense, but he was good last year. The Bengals don't know what they're doing. You need to go get Mike Hilton, man. The best tackling cornerback from the slot of the entire regular season last year. With the way that the Philadelphia Eagles defense is predicated on converging to the ball, that's a must-have guy, bro. That's a must-have guy. You got to be able to tackle the play in his defense because now you got Zadarius Smith. Jordan Davis was fantastic week 1. He didn't get home on them sacks, but Jordan Davis has pass rushing moves for his size. Fantastic week 1. Jalen Carter will be back. At some point, you're going to have Zadarius Smith, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Nolan Smith. You're going to have all of these guys on the field at the same time, making the quarterback throw the ball hot to the hot routes that are usually in the middle of the field, slants, routes out the backfield. And when those balls come out fast, you need to have guys like Hilton that can clean up and get them tackles, get them guys to the ground. So it's no yards after catch. It's no yak. 515 people in the building. You need that. You need that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. A cornerback that tackle like a linebacker, that's a championship piece. Zadarius Smith, that's a championship piece. A championship piece. I'm fine with all of that, man. I'm fine with all of that. Fredo, what do you say? Y'all sleep. Mike Hilton always been good. Always been good. He was very good with Pittsburgh. Always been good. Waiting for LB to say something about the Ravens. You wish you got your wish. The Ravens, this is the Ravens. Y'all saw last night. This is the Ravens. This is what they do. They look good until it's time to be good. They look good until it's time to be good. There's no reason with that lead up like that, with that type of team you got, that you come out there and lose that game. I don't know who to blame. At some point, you can't blame players. You can't blame coaches. It's just a stench within the fabric of the Ravens, a losing stench. It's just a stench within the fabric of the organization. Don't worry. Don't worry. The Bills smell of that stench too. It just happened to them and when it's cold outside. See, the Bills always look good when it's sunny out. You know what I mean? The Bills gonna start smelling like a dead body when it's cold outside. The losing stench will permeate through them uniforms soon too. It will. I enjoyed seeing. I not gonna lie, if Samuel come back healthy after October, I sign him in a heartbeat. I mean, I like what Asante Samuel bring in terms of his outside corner play. It's not really a guy that you could pick on. He definitely know how to jump some routes and get some interceptions. He just don't tackle well enough for me for this system. He don't. He don't tackle well enough for me for the system. You know what's gonna be a movie though? Packers and Green Bay. That's gonna be a movie. I'm sorry, Packers and the Commanders. That's gonna be a movie. That's gonna be a movie. And you know, the Green Bay Packers to me look like the best team outside of Philadelphia. They look like the best team outside of Philadelphia, but I don't think Jordan Love could carry them. I don't think and this another thing. This is another thing. Not too many quarterbacks, not too many quarterbacks would have been able to win against the Dallas Cowboys in week 1 like Jalen Hurts did. At all, actually. Not too many quarterbacks is able to pull that win out, bro. Not too many quarterbacks can understand what's happening and understand the best thing to do is to take these running lanes and keep the chains moving. Not too many people smart like Jalen Hurts, man. I mean, this week solidified it all for me, man. Jalen Hurts, man, is Jalen Hurts has a skill set that can't be taught. He has an IQ that came from taking his lumps. I think Jalen Hurts is smarter than Joe Burrow. I think Jalen Hurts is smarter than Lamar Jackson. I think Jalen Hurts is smarter than 99% of the quarterbacks that start. I really firmly believe that Jalen Hurts' IQ is up there with like Patrick Mahomes. I think Josh Allen has a high IQ up there with Jalen Hurts as well. You know what I mean? I'm just not impressed from what I saw from the NFC, man. A lot of these guys are sitting ducks. Sitting ducks. The sitting ducks be the first. The sitting ducks have the fan bases that are the first ones to talk about the rushing numbers or ignore the rushing numbers. If Joe Burrow could run a little bit, he wouldn't have been in the harm's way. I seen Joe Burrow take a hellacious hit. A hellacious hit. Goff was a sitting duck. Micah Parsons chasing him all over the place. Some of these guys don't got poise. They don't got a lot of stuff, bro. We got the best, we got the smartest, the most cerebral quarterback in the game. And we have a GM that's relentlessly working. 611 people in the building. I ain't getting no word on Carter, man. I'm waiting like everybody else, man. And I think if they do suspend Carter, I think that's the league trying to level out the playing field for Kansas City. I could be wrong because Kansas City, I mean, yeah, Kansas City might get ratings, but Kansas City don't really got no pull like that, though. Kansas City is not a large market that you benefit from, you know, them winning games for real. Or you benefit from the fan base being happy. I digress. You know what I mean? But I do want to hear something on Carter. They just glazing over simple passes certain quarterbacks make. That's all they do. I don't hear nobody talking about Joe Burrow throwing for 114 yards on Monday. He threw for 114 yards. 114 yards. I don't see nobody talking about the targets of Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin had 2 targets. Jamar Chase had 2 targets. Everybody want to talk about A.J. Brown and how we having trouble getting him the ball. Jamar Chase, the highest paid wide receiver in NFL history, he had 2 targets, and his quarterback a consensus top 5, right? Why couldn't they get him the ball? Terry McLaurin, 2 targets, just got paid. I don't hear nobody talking about that. I wasn't impressed with the Commanders at all, though, bro. I get it. A win is a win. I wasn't impressed. But to be fair, I wasn't totally impressed with the Eagles offense like that. So, but I think the Eagles was a little more impressive. The Eagles was a little more impressive. Jalen Hurts went out there and put on 80 yards, 80 yards completion percentage, picked beautiful spots to run, protected the ball, 2 rushing touchdowns against the team that generated the second most pressures in week 1. The Cowboys was all over the damn field. They was flying around, and Jalen Hurts still was able to walk them up and down the field. Walk them up and down the field with his arm and his legs. These other guys, I don't think they had them type of circumstances that they battled through. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts carried the Eagles week 1. Jalen Carter was already suspended 1 game. Listen, bro, it's reports. Listen. Y'all got to relax, bro. Y'all not in the NFL front office. Y'all not sitting next to Troy Vincent. Relax, man. Relax. We understand Carter was ejected and didn't get a snap, but there's still a pending punishment. We don't know what that punishment is. So people are okay to assume that the worst, because you don't know what it is. Yeah, let Jalen drop a 15-point lead, man. I don't see it happening. Jalen Hurts carried this team week 1. Winning is great, but Jalen Hurts carried this team week 1. Carried them week 1. I'm worried about Kevin Patullo. If there's one thing I'm worried about, it's the offensive coordinator. If it's one thing I'm worried about, it's the offensive coordinator, bro. Because I refuse to believe that the Dallas Cowboys defense just could lock everything down like that, bro. I refuse to believe that the Dallas Cowboys defense can lock it down like that. The Philadelphia Eagles offense need to be better. He's a rookie OC, got to give it time. I don't want to give it time. Bro. We chasing the repeat. I do not want to give it time. We chasing the repeat. Bro. What do I think the game plan should be for KC? I look at what the Chargers did to him and them intermediate throws. I don't know what it was. Was it KC's linebacking core? But Justin Herbert had ample opportunity to throw the ball. I think that you should involve Saquon Barkley in the screen game and get our offensive linemen out in space. 700 people in the building. Let's get our offensive linemen out in space. Let's run some running back screens. You know what I mean? Let's run some running back screens this game. I think we should incorporate different wrinkles. We know our quarterback can throw the ball. We know our quarterback's smart with the ball. Let's get some running back screens. Maybe some wide receiver screens, Dots and Smitty. Let's challenge their eye discipline early and often. Let's not just run right up the middle like we did against the Dallas Cowboys. We just ran up the middle of the field. Let's go off tackle with some of these runs. Let's mix it up. Play action bootleg. Let's get the linebackers and the safeties moving. Let's use our weapons. Let's draw up competent plays for our weapons. No slants, no nothing. Like, what was that defense? It was like a bunch of hitch routes. What was that offense like, man? That offense was trash, bro. The offense was trash, and we already know that the Chiefs are going to have a spy. Jalen Hurts traditionally burns the Chiefs with his legs. We know the Chiefs are going to spy Jalen Hurts. QB screen. Play action over the top. They can't mess with us. It's 2 things that's obvious. The Chiefs are going to try to contain Jalen Hurts, and the Eagles are going to try to force feed A.J. Brown the ball. These things are blatantly obvious. AJ got to get his week 2. AJ got to get his week 2. So much to the fact that we might come out and we might just throw the ball the first play of the game, which you should never do when you have a Saquon Barkley on your squad. Week 1, we can't show everything. It's week 1. You can hit him with everything in the kitchen sink week 1. You know what I mean? You gotta hit people with everything week 1. It's week 2 now. Now we safe to show everything. It's the regular season, bro. It's the regular season, man. The Eagles playbook. You think they were saving those plays for KC? No, I don't think they were saving no plays for KC. I don't think that. I think the play calling was ass. An NFL playbook has to be. It has to be. I've never seen one, but you expect the playbook to be a living, breathing document, a document that you can change at any given time, a document that you can add things to at any given time. That's what you expect the NFL playbook to be. You got to hit guys with the plays that make sense and sprinkle in some of your best plays. Play calling was ass, bro. They're not saving no plays. Like, come on, man. Kevin Patullo need to be better. Kevin Patullo need to be better. All he did was run Saquon Barkley up the middle. Get Saquon Barkley to the outside, bro. Get some linemen pulling. Get some lead blockers in front. You got Saquon Barkley. Get some lead blockers in front of him. We got 3 tight ends on the roster. Use some of them guys to block for Saquon Barkley. Pitches, sweeps. Let's make them guys move from side to side. He wasn't creative at all. LB, you don't understand football. Well, that's why I'm me and that's why you. I guess you understand it so much. Let me go see you talk to 763 people about your thoughts on the game. The play calling was ass. That's what I seen. That's what I saw. I don't need to understand anything. The play calling wasn't good. A.J. Brown had 1 target. The game plan was flawed. That's not good for A.J. Brown to have 1 target. LB, why don't you do non-live videos anymore, man? I don't know, bro. I mean, I don't know. Why don't I do non-live videos anymore? I mean, I think it's cool to interact. I think I like interacting. But I got some non-live videos in the chamber. Don't worry. Matter of fact, I'll do one today just for you. Just for you. About Mike Hilton or whatever. And Uche. After I watched a couple football teams get very creative week 1 with their offense, even the Commanders. A lot of people was creative. What's going on, Big Juan? A lot of people was creative. We wasn't creative, man. We were not creative. We were not being conservative either. We had a play caller whose plays aren't good right now. We had a play caller whose plays weren't good right now. Kellen Moore didn't run Saquon Barkley up the middle. Kellen Moore ran Saquon Barkley off tackle, off guard. He didn't run right behind the center into the heart of defensive tackles and nose tackles. He didn't. When you look at all of Saquon Barkley's biggest runs, they came off center, off guard, off tackle. The big run that we ran against the Commanders in the NFC Championship game, it was up the side of Jordan Mailata and Landon Dickerson. Big boys that can move and move stuff. Our offensive line strength is the ability. Jordan Mailata is a rugby player. He runs up and down the field. Landon Dickerson moves up. That Cam Jurgens was drafted because of the way he can move like Kelsey up and down the field to the second level. Buddy capping, talking about Jalen Carter suspended 5 games. That's cap. 5 games for Adam Scheffner. That's cap. Somebody verify if you heard that. If that's not true, we got to block you. If that's not true, we got to block you. Yeah, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Doing too much. Now you go take a nap for 24 hours. They made AJ run the slant 17 times. I don't know, man. I don't know what the play calling was or what it was. I don't know what we were trying to do with the passing game, but at least we had some security valves. At least they wasn't just all deep routes that take too long to develop. At least Jalen Hurts had a quick decision to make. Because again, the pressure rate was like 44%. That was second most in the NFL. At least he had quick decisions to make. Quick decisions to make. There should always be a quick decision, a hot route. Remember, that was the issue for us 2 years ago. Like, where's the hot routes? Why are all the plays just long developing plays that take so long to diagnose? You know what I mean? We had answers for the Dallas Cowboys pressure and that zone that they were playing. We had answers for it. You know, I don't care about A.J. Brown's targets either. I'm 100% on board with you. It's not about A.J. Brown's targets. It's about why wasn't anybody open? Why are the plays not good enough? Why are the plays not good enough? I don't agree with talking about A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Jahan Dotson couldn't separate. I don't subscribe to it, bruh. I don't subscribe to the separation. You're not using them. You're not using them their strengths. You're not using them at their strengths. Devontae Smith is a route running technician. The Bengals had 7 yards total in the second half. I don't know, man. That Browns defense was giving us fits this year. That Browns defense was giving us fits last year. But it's week 1 though, man. AJ not the only star guy that didn't get fed. He's not the only one, man. He's not the only one that didn't get fed. And I gotta contribute that to the defenses who are paying attention to these guys. So Amon-Ra St. Brown ain't really cooked. Terry McLaurin ain't cooked. Chase ain't cooked. The only one that cooked was CeeDee Lamb because he had a Dory Jackson on him. CeeDee Lamb, the only one that cooked. DK ain't cooked. I think Puka Nacua and CeeDee Lamb the only ones that cook. The only ones that cook. You got options, man. You got options, man. And you got weapons. You got Darius Cooper on the bench. You got weapons, bro. Quentin Fields, thank you for the super chat. No more Sewell better than Lane talk. Yeah. We done with that, man. Penny Sewell not better than Lane Johnson, man. We don't even gotta be, we shouldn't even be disrespected no more. We don't have to listen to that no more, man. Penny Sewell not better than Lane Johnson, man. Michael Parsons was putting him on his head, his back pockets, throwing him around with one arm. We're not going for that. Zay Flowers did get off last night. He got off last night. I think he had just under 100 yards. Zay Flowers got off last night. Zay Flowers damn sure got off. He not better than Trent Williams. Probably not. The catch was sick at the end of the Detroit game. The Tua and Jalen talk officially ended yesterday. That the Tua and Jalen talk ended when Jalen went to the Super Bowl and lost. That Tua talk been over. Something wrong with Tua. Because Tua took the press conference after the game talking about he anxious to see how guys look to prepare for the next week. Anxious, he looking at their preparation. Like, bro, you had 3 turnovers, bro. You need to be looking in the mirror. You need to be looking in the mirror. Like, what is wrong with these guys? 823 people in the building. Us Eagles always whining about something. Just be happy, Eagles, who even when they played bad and had 100 yards and penalties. Yeah, I'm definitely grateful for the win. I'm grateful for the win, but you only win because you're quarterback, man. You only win because of the skill set of your quarterback. We saw what inevitably happens when your quarterback is the only one. We saw that, bro. We started off 10-1. Now, I don't think our defense is that bad. But, Jalen Hurts had to carry a lot in them games, man. We should cut Bennett and Jackson. No, you got to keep Bennett. It's Jeffrey Lurie birthday. Happy birthday, Jeffrey Lurie. Sign Hilton and Gilmore. Oh, Zay had a buck 43? Damn. If we put the Chiefs to 0-2, we finished them. We finished that. We finished that. We finished that. We in that dynasty, man. The percentage of guys that go 0-2 and win the Super Bowl is unheard of. I don't know why. I don't know what's pushing us away from the Stefon Gilmore, man. Former defensive player of the year. You know how much these guys can learn from? I can't complain, Viola. Donnell Shipley, what up? Trash. LB gonna block Jordan Reyes. I don't know who that is. Even though we don't need him, would you trade Dotson in the third for Hill? Tyreek Hill? No, I wouldn't. Tyreek Hill makes way too much money, man. We don't want to pay that. Will Shipley need more carries? No, he don't. No, he don't. No, he don't. No, he don't. Dylan need them carries that you want Shipley to get. Cool Cat, what's up? Cooper definitely not going outside. You don't know that, bro. You don't know that. I was at the game. Cooper DeJean was lined up outside, I think, on more than one occasion, bro. On more than one occasion, he was lined up outside. Shipley could catch out the backfield, but them should be Saquon reps. I think we overthinking this. I think we're trying so hard to catch the defense off guard. We automatically know that when Will Shipley come in, you don't got to worry about Saquon running. So we just gonna we just gonna make Will Shipley run a wheel route, or it's gonna be a running back screen Shipley. Why are we not running a running back screen with Saquon Barkley, who's a home run threat every time he touched the ball? My thoughts on him working out Hilton is that we should sign his ass. We should sign him. No ifs, ands, or buts, man. I said it during the stream. I say it again, man. The best tackling corner out the slot last year. A slot corner that tackles like a will linebacker. We ain't run no disguise on our coverage, man. And nothing, man. We got to be better, man. Vic Fangio gonna have the defense ready. I don't worry about the offense, man, at this point. don't worry about it. If Kevin Patullo got the mindset, the brains to put these guys in the best situation to succeed as an offense. Kevin Patullo got to show me, man. He got to show me. And it's against Spags. Chiefs look vulnerable in coverage versus the Chargers. They do look vulnerable in coverage, but it's the home opener, and it's against the team that gave you a big belt the ass in the Super Bowl. Speaking of belt the ass, why when everybody win now they say belt the ass? Why everybody want to be like us so bad? I looked at the Commanders dude, gave a little preview leaving the stadium. It wasn't pretty. A win is a win. We gave them boys belt the ass and sent them back up, sent them back to Jersey because they not from New York. Bro, your stadium is in Landover, Maryland. Your stadium is in Landover, Maryland. Your stadium is not in Washington, D.C. You might not even be from Washington, D.C. Darius Slay got cooked and Sweat was unproductive. Hey man, hey, that's not our business. That's not our business, man. Everybody in a new situation, and it was week 1. But everybody talking about belt to ass, like y'all got that from getting belt to y'all ass. We don't even want to say it no more, bro. Everybody trying to use belt to ass because we gave them belt to ass. Talking about the loser burgundy and gold guy. That's his name? They could gladly send a Slay back for Ringo. Ringo was just dead weight, bro. Dead weight. He should have been packaged up for a trade. And I blame the front office, bro. The front office tried to make it seem like it was Keely Ringo time. But Ray Charles could see that it wasn't his time. I knew it all along that it wasn't his time. 902 people in the building. I knew it all along that it wasn't his time. I knew it all along that Keely Ringo was not going to pan out. How the hell the front office ain't think that? But I can't blame the front office for being optimistic. I can't blame the front office for being optimistic. Stefon Gilmore is a beast, but 35. Kendall Fuller is good. 30-year-old. Sonny Samuel Jr. is solid. 25-year-old. I don't care how old Stefon Gilmore is, bro. We're not signing him to a 4-year deal for $150 million, man. Stefon Gilmore is getting signed to play this year and chase a championship. Stefon Gilmore is getting signed to play this year and to chase a championship. We got teams coming after the Eagles. We need top tier talent. I agree. I'm surprised that Sonny Samuel Jr. has gotten any calls. I think he hurt. I think he hurt. Y'all talking about Stefon Gilmore age like we about to extend him. He's a 1-year rental. It don't hurt if he come in the building and give us great reps and then we be done with him after we repeat. He got what he came for, and we got what we came for. This is a 1-year rental. Ain't Zadarius Smith over 30? We just paid him 1-year rental. Daryl, thank you for the super chat. We have a big issue on offense. We have 5 to 6 playmakers, and we only put up 24 points. I know KP deserves a chance, but I wish we hired outside of Philly. Yeah, we put up 24 points, right? And it was enough to win a game, but we only scored 3 points in the second half. Once people adjust to what we do, we looked real stagnant and stale once they adjusted. LB, how do we beat the Chiefs, broski? Honestly, we beat the Chiefs by Jalen Hurts gonna have to beat the Chiefs. That's it. Jalen Hurts gonna have to beat the Chiefs. Jalen Hurts and Kevin Patullo gonna have to come up with a game plan, man. Come up with a game plan. I expect our defense to step up too, though. I do expect our defense to step up, but Jalen Hurts and Kevin Patullo, man, they got to come up with a game plan. Nick Sirianni got to be in on this game plan too. Everybody got an obligation to make this offense look better. Running game probably did take a hit because Landon Dickerson wasn't all 100%. But none of that is our issue moving forward, man. We're gonna see what it do, man. We're gonna see what it do. But I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I'm gonna put out a video this afternoon at the request of somebody in the chat. I forgot your name, but I'm gonna do a video, a recorded video. It won't be a live. You know what I mean? But I love talking to 891 people. But I got a recorded video. I'm gonna talk about what I think Hilton brings to the table, and what I think about Josh Uche's performance week 1. Keys to victory coming this week. You know what I'm saying? Um, enjoy football, man. We back. Enjoy lunch too, man.